only 15 minutes. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to our second day of our MUET webinar. First of all, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nur Amirah Najwa binti Muhammad Halmi and I am the moderator throughout the whole webinar. So for today, we will be focusing on speaking, which I believe many of us find to be the most challenging component of the MUET exam. But don't worry guys, we are honored to have a Guru Cemerlang in English language from SMK Gerik Perak, which is Madam Sabina, daughter of Simon, to help us out by sharing her expertise and provide valuable tips and strategies to excel in speaking during MUET exam. Before we begin, let me tell you guys a little bit background about Madam Sabina. So, Madam Sabina is an experienced and dedicated English teacher with over 18 years of service. Excuse me. She has a bachelor's degree in TESOL. She began her career in SMK Gerik and now teaching in Form 6 Center, SMK Seri Budiman Gerik, Perak. She is also a master teacher, Guru Cemerlang Bahasa Inggeris MUET DG48. She is an innovative teacher and 150 Cikgu Juara Digital Malaysia. She has published notes and practice MUET book under Ilmu Bakti and many research papers. She has received awards in the educational field such as the AKS Global Teacher Award, Anugerah Guru Inovatif Lepasan Menengah, Anugerah Khas Pengetul, and Anugerah Mentor Madani Class Point. We'll be having a question. We will be having a Q&A session for today's sharing too. So feel free to post questions throughout the whole session via the comment section and we will present to Madam Sabina during the Q&A session. So without further ado, let's warmly welcome Madam Sabina.
Hello, hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you, moderator, Miss Amira. Okay, how many of you are here? All your friends are here. I think some are quite busy, right? Today is Saturday. Okay, all right. So I'm here to give you some tips and tricks for speaking. So basically, as far as I know, I'm not sure what's the name. The student who contacted me earlier. She told me that I got to focus on speaking. So, and she sent a video to me to evaluate, but it's okay. I think we will watch it together later. So don't worry, you can post your questions if you have. Okay, and I think okay, can I see the comments? Okay, I just want to know you are taking WET for session 3, is it? And you are the first batch, is it? Amira? I mean, just
Yeah.
enrolled. I mean, the first semester, is it now?
Yeah.
Is it the first semester? Are you in first semester now?
Yes, I am the first semester and I am SES student.
Okay, okay. And you guys need to take your MUET right after entered your matriculation. That's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you
That's
don't
right.
have time. Yes. But you are actually very lucky. I think you enrolled in July, is it? August, September, October, November. At least you have 4 months, right? Early December
Yeah.
is the exam. So don't worry. At least you have some students. They had only 1 month for them to to sit for MUET. Uh, I think 2 years back, my brother he was in matriculation. He got only one month to to sit for the MUET. So every year they will change the schedule. So this year actually you are very lucky. At least you have 4 months. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm not sure. So are you going to on the video first, or because I guess we can watch the video first, then I can give some comments, then I can show my slides. So what do you think?
So I think we're gonna watch the video first, and you will be comment to the audience.
Okay, and the audience also can ask question, no problem. Not
Yeah.
necessary, madam. Yeah, I will give some comments. Basically, it was fine. I didn't hear fully because I want to listen together with you. Others you can post question based on the presentation made by your friends. So you guys can write your comments as well. Okay, so this is the question, right? This is for part one. Okay, this is
Yes.
the question. So you're going to play the audio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're discussing movies right now. Good morning to the examiner and my fellow friends. So today I'll be talking about the actors, which it's a very important element in watching movie. As yeah, we're discussing movies right now. So why do I say that actors are important elements in the movie? Because people will normally select movies through um, to watch. You know, they select the movies that they watch through by looking through the actors list. Yeah, they might be interested because this actor has been casting in this movie. Yeah, so it plays a very important role for it also. For example, um, we have Tom Cruise, which I personally like to watch his movies because he's doing those stunts by himself, and I find it very interesting in the series of Mission Impossible, right? So it's a for me, I think it's very interesting. So yeah, because it's Tom Cruise, so I watched the movie. So this is what I mean, and good actors will increase the fame of the movie also, as when they see good actors acting in the movie, they will like to watch the movie. So how do I define a good actor? So for me, I define good actors by looking into their maybe cooperation with the other film, because we have other film crews out also. So yeah, we have to the cooperation with them, and also how do they express the storyline well. Yeah, so these are my thoughts about the actors. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, okay. You are doing one. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. One by one. I think should be one by one. Okay. This is the first question. 1 minute. Let me read. Just now I asked Ken to send to me the question. Okay. Watching movies is a good form of entertainment. How do you choose a good movie to watch? Okay. Candidate A, you have to give a presentation to your class. Okay. Talk about the actors. Okay. So the point is for me, I think interesting actors. That is why you feel that it's a good movie to watch. And the second one is good actors. Okay, good actors. So for this first candidate, for me, okay, others, can you tell me? Can you give comment first? Others, any other students? The boy is here. Okay, I don't want the comment from Nicholas. I want from other students. Please write one or two comments. What do you feel?
Why is it here?
They
I
can
don't know,
type.
them.
They can. Oh, Munira is going to give the comment. Oh, okay. Others can type. I can read here. Oh, I cannot. I can. I can see here. So you can just write. Okay, you can just write the candidate A. Okay, if you have any comment, I can respond to the comments. No problem. Okay, Munira, what is that? What do you feel?
In my opinion, for Nicholas' session, he has elaborated so many things, and I think his idea are brilliant, and he give a very good example.
Okay, a good example. Okay, but he finished around 1:42 minutes, right? So, okay, Nicholas, come on the stage.
Hi,
Okay,
madam.
Nicholas. Okay, hi. Okay. Actually, the points are okay. Points are. It is okay. Based on your presentation, I could say that you are in band four. Okay, you are band four candidates. Okay. Try to. That is your. I mean, when you start off your presentation, you didn't greet your examiners, right?
Yeah, I did.
You did, ah?
I
Oh,
did.
okay. I didn't
Yeah, I
hear.
did.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So you have to greet your examiners. Okay. All right. After that, right after your, once you have greeted your examiners and your fellow candidates, okay, you can start off with your first point. Maybe what you can say here is you can say that my first point, my next, my second point. You know the conjunctions. That's why I was like I got to hear carefully and I have to come up with okay, these two is Nicholas points, so maybe you can just say that my first point, which is the interesting actors, is one of the okay, where you want to choose the best movie, isn't it? A good movie to watch, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
next, a good actor is also can see that.
Yes.
Other than that, everything is fine. Maybe one more thing is interesting actors. Maybe you can give because you still have time, because you are talking very fast, so you still have time. It's okay, doesn't matter. It's clear. We can understand as long as we understand. You can talk fast, no problem. Good actors, you can give some examples of the name of the actors because the question here is actors. Pelakon.
Mm-hmm.
So pelakon means you
Mm.
must have the a person's name, is it? You didn't
Yeah,
mention at all, right?
I did. Tom
Yes.
Cruise.
Oh, okay.
Talked
Maybe
about
you
Tom
are
Cruise
very
just
fast.
now.
You are very fast. That's why it's okay. Never mind. Okay,
Oh,
Tom Cruise
okay.
for good actor.
Mm.
Okay, all right. So interesting. So you just add it in your maybe you can give more than one example, no problem. Maybe you are fast and you are rushing with one example and then so maybe I overlooked it. Okay, it's okay. Overall you are in four and
Okay.
that's the comment for candidate A lah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
So
madam.
Nicholas got any question to ask?
I think I don't have any questions.
Okay. Your language
Yeah.
wise, okay. Content, four is for your content, Your language wise, I can give you 4.5 or to
Okay.
4.5 to 5 because usually we will give okay. This is only for your matriculation students, right? You won't share these videos, right? Anyway, right? This is only for you,
It's, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Share among yourself. Okay. All right. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Candidate
Thank
B.
you, madam.
Greetings to the examiner. So the situation given, watching movie is a good form of entertainment. How do you choose a good movie to watch? So today I'll be talking about type of movie. So we have to choose preferable movie that we can watch. As for me myself, I think all genre is good, but depending on the mood, it can enhance my experience and I can relate more to it. So I'll be talking about two type of movie. Firstly, romance. It can help me to cope with my feeling, especially if I'm in a relationship or anything. It can help me go through breakup, and that tend to give me positive message. For example, the movie Fearless. It talk about that life doesn't end when you're having a breakup. Okay. Other than that, comedy. So comedy movie can help me to relieve stress and it can make me laugh. As we all know, comedy movie are designed to entertain. which can be excellent way to relieve stress and boost our mood. It also makes us laugh, which will release the endorphins and promoting a sense of well-being. Lastly, it can provide a light-hearted escape from everyday life. It will allow viewers to immerse in hilarious situation so we can cope more great with it. So in conclusion, choosing what type of movie you're gonna watch can enhance your viewing experience. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, 1:35 minutes. Okay, all right. May I know why all of you are now so far too? Why are you stopping too early? Yeah? Okay, for me, if can try to talk until 2 minutes, until the examiner stops you. Okay, because when you talk more, you will get more marks. Oh, Monira, it's the same girl. If it look different, live and video is look different. Live lagi cantik lah. Okay, all right. So that's why. So you try to speak until 2 minutes. Okay, don't waste your minutes. Because we will give marks based on your explanation and examples. That's why you can give more than one example. You can say my another example, no problem, because you feel that I usually stop early, so you try to give another example and make it until 2 minutes. Okay, so okay, Munira's video, yeah, okay, yeah, a bit slow and steady. Firstly and secondly, okay, that's why I can understand well, and it easy for us to give marks. Say just now, Nicholas was fine as well, but the thing is only the conjunctions lah. Firstly, secondly, the coherency he has to add. That's all. Other than that, it's fine. Only thing is got to explain more with some examples, because I feel that you guys or your language is really good. I can put you in 4.5 and above. Okay, 4.5 and above. Only thing, the content, maybe you are very fast. Moira is also fast, but uh maybe because you are doing the recording, that's why maybe you're fast. Maybe for your real exam, I think you will take until 2 minutes, right? Okay, so for you, content can go for 4 to 4.5, language 4.5, 4.5. Just now Nicola 4.5 to 5. So yours is 4.5. And okay, later I will give you technique on how to get more marks for your language, because okay, never mind, that's a tips and tricks. Later I'll tell you. Okay, good, so far good. The points are okay, understandable. And okay, I think you gave some examples of movies, right? Romance and comedy. Okay, all right. Okay, next candidate C.
Something like that.
Okay.
Good morning to the examiners and my fellow friends. Today, I'm going to talk about the factor of influencing me choosing a movie. In my opinion, the most important factor is the storyline of the movie. As we all know, movie is like a tool to release our stress or act as an emotional support. So, a movie with a great storyline can do that. A great storyline is not only about the content of the story of the movie, it also includes the starting and the ending of a movie. So, in my opinion, a movie with a great storyline can make us empathize with the characters of the movie. Our feelings will follow the flow of the movie. It's like when the movie is sad, we feel sad. When the movie reaches its climax, we feel excited or happy. So our emotional is like a roller coaster. Besides that, a story with a great storyline can also make us to immerse ourselves in the movie well. In that case, we'll feel like our money and time spent on the movie, we'll feel like it's worth it. Like I didn't wasted a single penny on this movie. In conclusion, a story with a great storyline is definitely important for me when I choose a movie to watch. Imagine today you are very sad that you want to see a movie to release your stress or release your feeling, and then you watch a bad movie, like a movie with a bad story plot or bad ending. You feel like, oh, I've wasted an hour or 2 hours or my money on these bad movies. So it feel like it didn't only not release my stress or feeling, it also makes me feel worse. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I off my. Okay. All right. Okay. Hua is here. I wanted to call you actually. Okay. Hua, are you okay?
Yes, madam.
How's your day today?
Good.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. May I know your 2 points?
Uh, Storyline, a good
Storyline is
storyline.
your point. A good
Yeah,
storyline.
a
Okay.
good storyline help us to immerse ourselves well in the movie.
Immerse well.
Uh,
Okay.
okay. Help us to um, emphasize on the characters.
Okay. I got it.
Also, my last point is like we will feel like our money and time spent on the movie is worthy.
Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Huh? Okay. Type. Oh, sorry. The storyline. Okay. How do you choose a good? Okay. Number one, immerse well, and the second one I got it. The characters right, and the last one is okay, money and time worthy. Okay, that's actually. But I heard that you you mentioned it during your conclusion. Is it?
I mentioned it twice. One during my presentation. One is on my conclusion.
Okay. All right. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Only thing is here. Try to put in like Munira. Firstly, secondly, okay, first of all, okay, try to separate it, the points. Other than that, the explanation and the examples really good, and I can understand. Maybe you can give some examples of movies where you say that the characters lead to the storyline, right? A good storyline, is it? So maybe you can give some examples, right? You didn't mention, is it? I think you didn't mention about it, right?
Yeah, I didn't mention it.
Okay. So because you are good in elaborating, I can see that. Because that is why more than 2 minutes, is it? Because you can elaborate well. But the thing is, the is that not? We want to know what is the wow example here. I mean, the wow example here, apart from these good examples. I mean, the characters where it lead to a good storyline. If you add it with some examples of the movies and the characters as well, really fine. So you can say that the characters lead into this, this movie, right? So nice to hear, and it's really a good example.
All right, madam.
Okay. I have, because today is Saturday. I have to handle my son also. He's playing there. Got to watch. Put to sleep. Okay, done. Multitasking. Okay, so that is candidate C, right? Okay, candidate C. Okay, oh, for him, yeah, he can go for
Good
4.5 for the
morning.
content. 1 minute, 1 minute. And language 4.5 to 5. Okay, all of you, your language is good actually, very good. You are I know you actually, you can speak, maybe you do not know, because I'm the examiner, so I know where to, to get, and I know where to add the points, so I can explain to you. It's actually a very good move. You guys send this video, and based on this video I explain everything. It's really a good idea. Who gave you this idea, Amira?
Basically, it's our from our bureau academic.
Okay, okay. Because I think I'm the one of the speakers since 2020. I think 2020, and this year you are doing in a different way. Okay, it's nice. Okay, okay. Carry on. Can you did see? Yeah.
Good morning. Today, I would like to talk about the importance to have the special effect to define the good movies. So there's two of my study point. The first one, I think, special effect would have the audience that watch the movie into the another world. Why? Because mostly the movies that need a special effect um, are general from such as science fictions, animations, or fantasy genre movie. Because those kind of movie, they are not even exist in this real world, so they need to create a good animations uh, to create a good green screen, and also use all of advanced technology to make their movies editing in a good performance. That's the first one. For example, if you see Avatar, you can see the editing, their green screen are really in such a world, in such amaze the people that watch it. Second one, I think the special effect are will be the define of a quality of a movie, which good movies, yeah, are meant to be a good quality movies. That's what I think about the special effect. So if you look some of movies, we can see the acting aren't really perfect. So you was like, this can be a little bit of turn off for audience that watch those kind of movies that actually needs a perfect editing to make it seem real. So I think usually I will choose the movie that have a good quality effect, so it can define a good movies. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you too, candidate D. Okay. Oh, you are here. What's your name? Oh, Hanani. Hanani.
Yeah,
Candidate
Nani.
D. Okay, Hanani. Okay, your points are really good. Are you a IT student?
IT? No, I'm not.
Ah,
I'm from science and accounting background.
oh, accounting background. Okay, all right. Okay, your explanations. Yeah, 211. That's why. If you guys you speak more, we really understand, and you have more points. When you have more points, definitely you will fall into a high band. That's the thing. So don't try to stop 1+ minutes. Okay, try it's okay, 2+, it's okay. Let the examiner stops you, don't worry. Okay, let the examiner stops you, and then you can just say that in a nutshell, or in conclusion, you just finish off in one sentence. Until then, you try to give your examples and explanation. Okay, for candidate C, Hanani, I think okay, it's good, and you are saying the first one, the second one. I can understand the elaboration is good. Examples, more than one examples, good. Okay, so the content can be 4.5 and language 4.5 to 5. Okay, all right. Okay, good. Candidate D, Hanani. Okay, any other questions from others for part 1 only before watching part 2? Anybody? All are saying hi, hi, Amira Najwa. Okay, Amira Najwa famous, yeah. Okay. Any question? Okay. Any question you may ask in comment section. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. You are saying that it will be later during. You can. Okay. We should not stop before time limit has reached. How if we have no idea? Okay, I can understand because you don't have idea. That's why you are stopping early. Am I right? Ah. Can, no problem. Even 1 minute, some students they will just stop in 1 minute, because no idea. But they are very big. I don't think you are. I think you are good enough, right? I think you guys can speak. Only thing is maybe now when I say this, I think you can talk more. Okay. And I think Nicholas 145 is it? But 140 plus, right? A few second only. Uh, okay, and one more girl 130 something, right? So never mind, just put another example or elaboration or talk slow. I mean, Nicholas can talk, but he's very fast. He's good. Actually, all of you are very good. I can see that. And for what's this name, CTH contoh what's this boy or girl's name? Okay, if you introduce yourself, at least I can acknowledge your name. I can just say out your name. CTH. It's not nice, right? When I call CTH. Macam contoh. Acronym for contoh. Okay, all right. So you can stop, but I advise you don't stop before 2 minutes. Okay, how if we how if we have no idea what to say? Talk slowly, one by one. Firstly, talk slowly. If you know that, I think you will have idea. And later I give you the examples also. But I think I don't have time. I think we will just focus on this video. Notes doesn't matter. I can just send to you, or I also have the video with me. If we talk, what is that, Christina? If we talk, she's asking me question. If we talk means after 2 minutes ke before.
Madam, I have a
Okay.
question. I think
Ah,
yeah. I think when we are speaking, are we need to do the same way like we writing? Because my teacher taught me that we need to use 5 finger rule, which is introduction, and then you use greetings, introduction, and then the important one is content, and then we do closing, and then thank you. So can we use it the same as in speaking?
is it for writing?
Yeah, we I use that in writing as well.
Okay.
And
Okay.
plus
So, okay,
5W
for
and 1H.
speaking,
Uh-huh.
you must have your point, first point. Intro, I don't think because you don't have any marks for introduction. Okay, no marks for
Mm-hmm.
introduction, only for the
Mm-hmm.
content. I mean, only for your, okay, you say my first point is, okay, start your marks from there. So introduction we don't give any point, but but
Mm-hmm.
even one or two sentences, I feel that macam bazika masa, because why, nowadays for
Mm-hmm.
your new syllabus only 2 minutes. Before this they will give you 1 minute for you to read and 1 minute to ask question, then 2 minutes for you to write and 2 minutes for you to present. 2 minutes only for present. Okay lah, doesn't matter if you have one or two sentence of introduction, doesn't matter. But for this new syllabus, 2 minutes, once you get your paper, you have to read and you have to digest the question and you want to write your point in mind map. All are in 2 minutes. So I don't think you have time as well to to construct a few introduction for you. I think better don't. Okay, just greet and you can just go into your, you can start off with your first point. Okay, first point. Okay, first point, then elaborate, give examples, and you justify. That's why you are saying that the character is the point for the for example actor. For example, actors, right? Why you choose a good movie? Because of the actor. So because of this character, that is why I choose this good movie to watch. Just the justification. Okay. Okay, my second point, again, point, elaboration, examples, and your justification once again. So after character, maybe interesting actor, just now good actor, right? So second point, good actor, right? So you justify again. That is why I said interesting actor is what. Okay, you can see that and finish off. Actually, 1 minute for 1 point. 1 minute for 1 point. It's a few. Actually, 2 minutes is not enough for you for part one. Okay, so that's the thing. So you use this style. Later I show you the PowerPoint. Me, if I have time, I show you. You can just screenshot. You can follow that. Then one more thing. Okay, that's your first point. A good actor, elaboration, example. So when you give the example, try to say my another example for this is okay. So at least you can 1 point for 1 minute. Okay, all right. But I see here most of you can speak out. Only thing is maybe first time of recording. Okay, after this I think you can explain more. Okay, only thing you can add another example. Try to add another example. Okay, if you give more examples, the examiner knows that you are good in reading and you have vast knowledge. So all this are for content, apart from this language, because I see your language are really good. I know matriculations usually you are good in English, right? That's why you are in matric. Your language is there. Only thing is content is you have the content. Maybe you need guidance. That's all. So now I'm telling you this. Try to talk more. That's it. Okay. All right. Too many questions. 1 minute. Madam, how do I improve my pronunciation and vocab range? You have to read a lot, Dania. You have to read a lot. Okay. I always tell my students you have to read a lot, and even if you memorize, sometimes you can't use that word for that particular situation. You have to read according to the situation as well. I mean the theme, right? Okay, pronunciation, you have to speak more. Try to speak more. Okay, you have to speak with your friends. Okay, all right. Okay, madam, how can our speaking stand out from others? The same thing. Stand out means in terms of what language or content. Okay, this is for candidate 5 questions. For content, I didn't see any 5 candidate, but for language there are I saw just now there are, but speaking stand out from others. If you speak in band 5 level, that is considered stand out. Okay, band 5 usually they will have a lot of uh, examples, and elaboration is like it's really nice to hear. Okay, they will have the flow is there. Okay, that is band 5. Okay, stand out from others, definitely your point must be good. Elaboration, your elaboration, the flow must be there. Okay, jangan gabra, don't show that. And language, okay, language wise, yes, you have to use a lot of complex sentences compared to simple sentences. Just now I see most of them they have compound complex in a few places, because I see all are very long sentences. Yeah, they have. Um, that is why they stop early, I think. I could see that, but try to minimize your simple sentences. Okay, try to use more complex. Okay, all right. Will our marks be deducted if we talk more than the time limit? No, no, no. No such thing. Don't worry. Okay, Christina? Okay. All right. And it's okay if you feel that the examiner stops me. Oh, I will lose my marks. No, no such way. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Okay. All right. They will listen to you if you are really good. Is really nice to hear. We won't stop you. We will wait until you stop. We will do that. Okay. Don't worry. Madam, is it possible for this kind of topic to come out during the real speaking test? Okay, this is actually, all right, I want to tell you, this is actually one of the past year's papers, right? I could see there section 3, I think, something like that. Okay, so I advise you to do your practice because you only have exactly 1 month. Okay, exactly 1 month if we count from next week, 1 month. Please use your past year's papers only. Don't look at your any workbook. You can get some ideas of the questions, ideas, and you can see some examples. Okay, no problem. But to train, use your past year's papers. Why I say past year's papers? Sometimes the questions are same. They just change the situation, the points, the 5 points, everything exactly the same thing. Okay, they will change the situation here and there. So that's why usually my students, they will say like, madam macam sama je points. Yeah, but the thing is the situation is different. But the points are usually same. Situation is different, or this part two's points, they will ask in part one, they will change the situation here and there. That's it. So try to use, because this new syllabus started in 2020, I think. 2020, yeah, 2020. So you see how many examples for 21, 22, 23, 24. More than 3 years examples. In 1 year, we have 3 sections or more. So you have many papers, I mean examples of speaking papers. So please use that. If you want, I have a few, not a few, I have everything. I always keep with me. So if you want, I can share. Okay. All right. Other than that, madam, do we need to real speaking test? Okay. Okay. Do we need to read the rare topics that we normally won't touch? What are the good sources of improving our English? Like we can watch, yes, can watch movie, improve, yes. Listen to the news, read. For me, you have to read because you need to give examples. When you read, you can watch movies, but some general knowledge you have to read lah. For the general knowledge, you have to read. Okay. All right. And rare topics that we normally won't touch. What is the rare topic? Science and technology, something like that. Okay. What do you do? Okay, now we have 1 month. What I will do for my students is, now I will divide them into a few groups and I will give them the themes, themes, science and technology, environment, health. There are many themes. So I will ask them to look for points. I mean the news. I mean materials for this particular context. Even from newspaper, from magazines, or even online materials we will use. Okay, I ask them to just read because we do not know what is going to come out and we don't know the theme. But if you prepare with all these themes, you read a lot, because here in this rural area, it is very difficult for them to get materials as well. So that's the only way that I can do. Then they will share, they will read the articles, for the for health. At least what the examples or the elaboration that you can give. At least you have something. And the same thing they will use for the writing the same thing. So they will use the same articles or materials to read, for them to prepare for your writing as well. I will do that. Maybe you can follow. Okay. All right. What else? During the real examination, are we allowed to jot down our points on test? Right. Oh, okay. They will give you the paper, Dania. Don't worry. You just bring your IC. Okay. IC. Your slip and pen or pencil. That's all. Don't worry. They will prepare for you the paper, the A4 paper, and the question paper. Okay. Okay, yeah. I will share here. Christina, is body gesture important during speaking? Body gesture, yeah, definitely. And it always it will help for your part two, because part two you must have the interaction. Okay, interaction in between your your friends. When you talk, you don't look at your examiner. You are talking among yourself. You are discussing among yourself. Don't look at your examiner. Okay, he's just is sitting there to give you marks. Okay, and yeah, can body gesture is important. For I think for part two, part one usually in 2 minutes automatically you have the body gesture, but part two you are interacting with your other friends, right? So yeah, but we don't have any particular marks for that, but sometimes it will attract others and also the examiner. I can understand. Okay, Christina, can. Okay, all right, shall we start with our part two video?
Yes, madam. We can start waiting for the host to play the video.
Okay, okay, can. Give me 1 minute as well, 1 minute break. Okay, done, can start.
Okay, can you start the video?
Should enter the production of more local movies. With your group, discuss the reasons why we should do so. At the end of the discussion, try to decide the main reason why we should produce more local movies. Candidate A, you may start. Good afternoon to the examiner and my fellow friends. So today we will be discussing about why should we produce more local movies? So let me start with my idea. So I think that we should produce more local movies because it provides more job opportunities. And let me give you an example. For example, when we are filming, if we are filming a movie in local here, we need transport, and we have a lot of equipments we should bring along. Everything, whole team, and also the baggage and everything. So it's quite, it's not easy to transport them. So of course we need a driver, and normally there are locals who have locals who has the license. So of course we will look for locals to look for the driver. And besides that, we also need food and beverages. Sometimes, maybe for example, we are shooting a scene in the mountain or hill or something. So it's not easy for us to bring food, go here. So maybe they can prepare the food at top of the hill or something. So of course they need people for it also. So this is another job opportunity of it. And also lots of different job opportunities can be generated through filming local movies. So what do you think about candidate C?
I do agree with your point, because job opportunities is really important for someone to have a source of economy to sustain their daily life. However, I do think that the reason we should produce more local movies is tourism. As you all know, the most important part of it is not the most, but one of the most important part of a movie is the background or the place the movie is shot. So if you look at our country, Malaysia, we do have a lot of unique buildings. Like our country is a combination of modern cities or traditional sites or natural surrounding with natural scenery. If you look at our country, the center of our country is KL. A lot of modern buildings like KLCC, KL Tower. Or if we turn our eyes to Malacca, we do have a lot of traditional history site there. Or we look at Sarawak and Sabah, a lot of natural scenery are there. So I think with this combination of modern and traditional or natural surroundings, Malaysia can be a good. With this, Malaysia are able to produce more local movies with these buildings or spot in it, in order to attract the attraction of overseas tourists to come and visit our country. What do you think, candidate B?
Yeah, I think that's good for us to produce more local movie because it can help to increase our tourism. Because in my opinion, that can help to contribute a good name of our country to the foreigner. All right, and in addition, I think we should produce more local movie because it can generate income. Mostly it can generate income to the actress or the actor, the producer, and also to their own movies or box office. Besides that, I think it could generate the income of most of people also because when they go, for example, they go to the hills, like you said, to produce their movies. They need surrounding help also, which is they will use a place to stay. They will need food, and also that could help the people, the local people around them, to actually generate money from the actor, actress, and also the whole crew that stay in their locations. That's my opinion for this part.
Yes, I do agree with your point, but I want to add that why we should produce more local movie, it is because of global thing. So people across the world can acknowledge our country if they've seen our local films. So our country can make alliance, not in just film industry, but also politics, because they can see our country capabilities. So I'm talking about capability, not in, I'm sorry, in terms of capabilities, we're not talking, in terms of capabilities, we're talking about the storyline, meaning that we have a good story writer, the actresses. We just don't randomly pick people, but actresses that have solid education of filmmaking and also acting. Other than lastly, the technology.
So meaning if our country, if our film, if our local film could make to the international level, meaning that we have a quality technology of the movie resolution. So in conclusion, I think the one of the reasons we should produce more local film is because of global film.
So yeah, I certainly agree with the point that candidate B stated just now, and I think it's really relatable with the points that candidate C stated just now, which is tourism. So when we have global fame, right, we are also able to attract tourists to our country. Let's give you an example. Maybe we have a great actress from our country, which is Michelle Yeoh. She has high fame in international level because as I believe you guys know, she just got an award from Hollywood, right? So she's she has high fame, and when she has high fame, people will be curious about, oh, where does she live during her childhood? How did she spend her childhood, etc. Right? So if these things, she herself can give such an impact to this whole industry. How about we film a famous local movie and we spread the name out, high fame, right? So people will be amused by maybe, wow, how does this director, he's able to think about such stuff. It's very impressive. So they will try to figure out something. So they will come to our country, and then they will explore around, and they spend money. So when they spend money, we generate income too, which is what we spoke about just now, right? So yeah, I think it's really these are points that I somehow agree with all three of you.
Thank you, candidate B. I do appreciate the ideas you just carry out, but however, I have to disagree with your point because we just stated only one example, which is Michelle Yeoh, and which we stated is the most, probably the best possible situation or imagination we can thought of. But if we think closely, we are not like those big countries. We have a lot of global stars. So with only Michelle Yeoh, I don't think it's enough for us to push our global fame. So I think in order to push it or produce to push it, we have to start from the basics, which back to my opinions, which is tourism. I think Malaysia can try to use our own advantage, like I just stated just now, a combination of modern and traditional and natural scenery in our countries. But it's not only just attract tourists to our country, it's more like spreading our own culture to the world. So with all this marvelous building, we can actually attract tourists to our country, but we are more like promote our own culture, like cuisine or clothes to the world, to let the world to know more about our country, Malaysia. For example, if we look at our neighbor country, Thailand, they did a good job in promoting their own industry, film industries, which in the end, it helps to promote their own tourism or spreading their culture towards the world. So I think we can actually learn from them by by shooting more local movies in local tourist spot in order to spread our culture to the world. What do you think?
I think actually to get those global fame, generate income, and also tourism, one thing actually we just need to support our local talents. Nowadays, our criticism, our habit is always to criticize those local talents, such as our editing in the movies, or how our crew is, or how our movie in general. That's why I think most of global fame tourism cannot be reached because our own people, our own community actually are not really support our local talents, which is I think if we really we really encourage those local talents, actually we can achieve those global fames and also increase the tourism and also in addition to generate incomes. So I think it's all need to start from the root, which is to support local talents, and also that's how we can produce more local movies. Yeah, basically, I truly agree with candidate C's opinion, because by watching the local movies, people gonna see our places and they will be so invested to visit the place that the film that they watch are filmed at. Um, so based on my experience, the film Duyung was filmed in my hometown. So um, the film Duyung truly make my hometown well known. So if you look through the internet and you search Duyung, you will see Sempurna. So I think by making the local films, it can increase the tourism significantly, and it helped the economic of the certain country that they film. Certain place that they film, like my hometown in Sempurna, where when the film was shoot, the tourism increased. Yeah, it made me happy to see that my hometown also getting recognized, not just from our country, but also worldwide.
Yeah, I think right. It can be a combination between candidate C and B's ideas, and also candidate D's idea, which is yeah, we need tourism for it, and in the same time we have to support our local talents. We have to be more tolerant and give them more time as they are still growing, and I believe that we have to give them more time and support them, give them the most support that we can in order to attract tourists to come to look into our movies. So yeah, so I do agree with candidate D's idea. This is the root for it. And also tourism is also very important because we produce more movies, right? So we can let the tourism, they can watch the movie and they're attracted, then they're more interested in our cultures and something. Yeah, so it's also another way, to also generate the income for economy for the country. Yeah, so I think right, the main reason we should produce more local movies is about generating income.
Yeah, I think
Right,
so.
because for job, right, we also talk about income.
Yeah,
And we increase the global of in for our country. It's also to
increase the income of the
increase the
country.
income of the country, right? And also tourism, so it
Obviously.
increase our country. So yeah, so I think the main reason that we choose is just the main point is to generate income. And so that's the end of our discussion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, it is more than 12 minutes. So I want the group leader, make sure you check your timing, during your presentation. So I think you can start concluding in 10 minutes. 10 minutes onwards, you can start concluding, because for four candidates, 10 to 12 minutes will be given. Don't stop below 10. You can talk or can stop at 10, no problem, but the thing is talk until 12 minutes lah. But you can start with your conclusion, to decide the main reason why we should produce more local movies from that 10 minutes. Okay, is that okay? Because they will stop you. I couldn't stop here. Actually, I wanted to stop, but I can't. But it's okay. So try to please aware with this timing. It is very important for you. Okay. All right. Basically, for me, who is candidate A? I think Nicholas is A, right? A, B, C, D. Okay. I think Nicholas and candidate C, the one more boy, Hua, right? Hua. Okay, I really like the way Hua and Nicholas put forward their points and their arguments, and the relation in between. I mean, they relate with all the points, especially Nicholas, when he relate with other points as well, and he come up with one. I mean, the for the main reason. It's really interesting, and that should be the way for part two, because you are discussing among yourself to choose the main reason, is it? And there's what is that? Two girls. They are also good. They are also good actually. But the thing is, when we see just now, one of the students asked about stand out. Okay, so when we see all these four, presenting together, we know, okay, Nicholas is really stand out. We can see that. That's the thing. But this is for group discussion. So the same thing you should do for your part one. The same thing. Only thing is you are presenting individually, right? Okay, so but it's okay. This group are good, excellent actually. Even the two girls, they are good. You guys are not in three. All of you are four and above. But for Nicholas and Hua, you are in five already. For part two, I can give you five because part two goes 4 to 4.5. Don't worry, you are good as well. Okay. 1 minute. I think I save somewhere. I cannot show you, I can tell you. Okay. All right. Okay, we will award marks for four things. I mean the four criterion: topic development, interactive communication, discourse management, and also language. Okay, topic development among your four, you are good enough. Okay, you good enough. And then candidate, what's the name? Munira, and one more girl. What's the name? Unani, right? Unani. Hanani.
Yeah.
Hanani. Okay, Hanani. Okay, Hanani. Okay, one more thing here. Because Amira didn't, because Amira just said that agree, and then she straight away start off with Munira's point, is it? Right, Munira? Hello?
Yes, Landon.
You just start off of your point, is it, just now? You just say agree, and then so next time you try to do like others. You at least you say something about their point first, then you start with your own point. If you just say okay, that's good, it's a good idea, okay, I think, and then you will start with your new point, is it? So we feel that you do not know how to it's not argue, it's some kind of argue. Okay, you do not know about it, you just but it's okay, we won't, you won't lose marks, don't worry. Okay, you will lose 1 or 2 marks only because all of you are good, excellent enough. Okay, you have the points. Okay, only thing because I want to tell you so that you also can compete with these three. That's the thing. But you okay, no problem. Other than that, apart from that, everything was fine, your explanation. Okay, so that is topic development. So for band 5, ideas are expressed clearly with substantive development and can relate own contribution to other speakers. That is band 5. So that's the thing did by Nicholas. Am I right? So that's the rubric that we have. So we will definitely put you there. So others, this is one of the examples. Okay, one of the examples, and others also did that. And second point is interactive communication. So you interact and respond confidently. So that is band 5. Okay, the same thing, interact quite confidently. Maybe band 4 quite confidently, band 5 very confidently. I mean response confidently and competently. It's really good enough. Okay, and then the widen scope of knowledge, widen scope of the interaction. Okay, I could see that this group is good. Okay, and fluent. Okay, for the third criteria, discourse management, are you fluent enough? I could see everybody is fine. Okay, only thing we will put you in 4 and 5 according to your fluency. Do you can I see some hesitations in between? Okay, if there are some hesitations or occasional stumbling, we will reduce the marks. Okay, occasional stumbling is not really you stumble up, no, occasionally. So don't worry. There is just now, but it's okay, you guys can improve. Okay, and the last one is language. Language is your last criteria for part 2, where you shows good control of a range of language. I could see all of you are fine enough, but the range here is 4.2 5 5 plus you if you want 5 plus you really have how to say you should have many complex sentences, but there are some. Okay. Okay, any example? Okay, I told you based on the criteria, the 4 criteria. So, a very good example I really love here is these two boys. They know how to. Yeah. All of you, you can watch, and this is an example actually. Okay, the girls are also good, but that is why stand out. When you stand out, we will say that because Nicholas is our, for example, okay, I feel that Nicholas is the best, so I will give marks for others based on Nicholas marks. ah that is why. So those who are in Nicholas group, be careful, and who are is also fine. Okay, so you have to speak like them. So I think you already have your index numbers, right? So you can sit together. Nicholas can teach them. And also like who are, if you are you in a same group? These four?
No, madam.
Okay. Escape. All the other three is okay. But Hua is okay. Even the girls are okay as well. Because of the stand out, that's why we have to, what to do. We have to give marks, is it? Okay. Is there any sharing and briefing on the speaking test? Okay. Sharing. Actually, um, okay, I cannot explain based on my PowerPoint here because it will take time. Because next time I can give you next time. Okay, all right. Other than that, 1 minute. Part two, for part two. Oh, God, my son is actually he got to sleep now. He doesn't want to sleep. He's waiting for me. It's okay, doesn't matter. I finish off a game. So okay, I can give if I have time. Actually, I'm free at night. Night is after 10. But your friend said, but it's okay if you are in the
Madam,
nah,
if we
yeah.
could extend 15 minutes like that, you can share if you got time.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me check. Okay, okay. Comments I already given to all these 4 students. Okay, so based on that criterion, you can, you can, you actually it is one of the best examples. Okay, because I want the interaction among the students, and I managed to see that. Luckily you have the examples. It's a very good example. Okay, all right. So other than that, okay, I'll show you. 1 minute. Wait, Gan has messaged me. What's the message? Okay, I can screen share. Oh, okay. I can I share? I think I can share, right? Don't show these tips again. Share screen.
Yeah, you can
Let,
share.
okay, you try to check this entire share. Can you see this? Can you see?
Not yet.
Can.
Okay, now.
Can,
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. So I'll get the ball rolling by
Can hear?
Yes, we can hear it.
I genuinely think the homeless are the ones who deserve our help the most. The first reason being that this faction of society is the most downtrodden and left behind. And secondly, everyone, especially the homeless, deserve a second chance for a new lease of life. I would establish the context by defining that homelessness constitutes a circumstance where a person no longer finds themselves having a roof above their heads to live. So I think that the homeless deserve our help because they are constantly undermined and ostracized by the larger circle of our society for its stigma. For instance, they are more often than not the stereotyped as being someone who has failed in life or possibly being declared bankrupt. Due to this state, they are often sidelined and marginalized by the general public for having nothing to contribute to the nation's economic growth. As a result, having got nothing to lose, there might be a tendency for them to resort to harm's way and run off the rails, like committing petty thefts and grand larceny just to be able to survive on a day to day basis. To enable them to avoid falling into that vicious cycle, I think it is a wise thing to invest a little bit more time and energy to helping the homeless. The second reason why I also believe that the people who are homeless need our help most is purely for the sake of giving them a platform for a second chance, a fresh start to rebuild their lives. Take, for example, in Kuala Lumpur alone, almost 50% of fresh graduates are rendered to living on the streets upon graduation in pursuits of chasing the utopian promise of a good life in the big cities. The failure in meeting and managing expectations due to the demands and pressures of city life may appear too much for them to handle, and this could lead them to seek out other reckless alternatives, such as putting their lives in danger of perpetrating hefty crimes and, God forbid, ending their lives by suicide. Hence, as someone who is in a privileged position to help and contribute, I would pay extra attention, extra consideration by looking into the plight of the homeless and steer them back into the right direction. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for listening.
Okay, all right. Okay, you heard. Wow, very fluent. Yes, very fluent. And you can see, firstly, my second point. And then, okay, one of them just now asked about body gesture. So this is an example as well. Because maybe you are in 5, maybe you are in band 5, but because of your gesture where it is really attract the examiner, they will put you in 5 plus. Who knows? Yeah, very enthusiastic. Yes, yes, you must show that. You must show that. Okay, all right. You can ask question. Okay, yeah, you must show that you are really, you are really good in that particular topic, and you are put forward all the points. It's really true. You have to show that. Like this candidate, she got full marks for speaking. Actually, even for language and content, full marks. Okay. So that's why I caught this girl, and then I asked to give the what is that, the example of part 1 and part 2 as well. It's really good. Also, madam, it is better if we do more gesture when we are speaking. Yeah, can, but the thing is, at the same time, you must have the point and also the examples, like the girl. Okay, Dania. Okay, too many names. Okay, other than that, okay, don't worry. I will share my slides, or I will show you, or I will give you. Okay, it's like this. I will record for you again. The slides, special slides for you, and I will send to again lah. I think should be fine. I will send to him. I will record for you. Don't worry. I see. Thank you, madam. And okay. All right. So, 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. I have the examples as well. I will show you. And 1 minute. And also the papers. I will try to put it in a. Okay, if I forward to again, it will be a lot. Okay, Google Drive. I will try to save in Google Drive, and I can share it. Okay, try to just use the past year's papers. Don't look at the workbook, but workbook, just get your ideas. Okay, points. That's all. Okay, past year's papers definitely will come out. Definitely they will. And it is really very easy. It is really very easy. Like just now they asked, right? Like this, madam, can come out. Yes, they will. The questions are in such way, very, very simple. And one more thing is, for part 2, you can give other points. Not necessary you choose all these 5 points given. You also can give your own point. Okay, the point that you don't see here in part 2, give your own point, because usually if you give your own point, we will put you in band 5, but we will put you in band 5, but you also got to speak as band 5 candidate. All right. Okay. All right. So that is for part 2, extra points. Okay. Hi. Okay, madam, is there any complication of sample questions with answers? Oh, compilation. Oh, look at my, because of my son, I was like, tak tentu arah dah. Okay, is there any compilation? Yeah, I have. Don't worry, I have. Okay, after this, I will just give my students all the past year's papers, because normally past years we find in internet don't have answers together. I have the answers. Don't worry, I have the answers, because I use that for my students, and I keep on discussing the same questions every year. But the past year's papers, I have the answers. Don't worry, I can share. I will give you the papers and also answers together. Okay. Any other questions? Past year's papers. I think for speaking, I think I gave all the tips and tricks as well. Language, okay, done. Because part 1 just now, when they speak, we stop and then pause and then I explain one by one. So I think in between, all the tips and tricks I have given, based on the presentation. It's a good idea, actually. I love this idea, because everybody is, I think they are clear enough because they have the example, rather than just talking, referring to the PowerPoints. Okay, any other questions? You also can ask other questions. If okay, I thought of creating one Telegram group for this batch only until the exam lah. Is that okay? Because you can ask more questions there.
Okay.
I
Of course,
think Gan,
madam.
Gan or Amira, you are very lucky, if you have the Telegram group, because usually my weak students last year is the best batch lah. I got because they are very weak actually, but I got 2 band 4.5, 8 band 4, and others all 3.5 and above, because we are in a rural area, but they managed to do, because dah 18 tahun bekerja kan, 18 years of MUET teacher, so I know how to handle each and every one, my MUET students. So that's why maybe that is my specialty. I think I will focus on the students achievement, then I will, Regina, if we use our own idea that are not stated in the template, will we get more marks? Yeah, you will get more marks, and more marks in terms of you also got to speak excellently. I mean, you have to put forward your explanation and examples in an excellent way. Okay, then definitely you will be in a higher band. Okay, for example, like Nicholas, Hua, and also the other girls, you're good enough. So if you put extra other, apart from these 5 points, I also so when you give the new points, definitely you'll be in a higher band. Okay. All right. Any other
Okay.
questions?
I bet no. So thank you, madam, for sharing. Oh, is there any question? Okay. Thank you, madam Sabina, for sharing your tips, and thank you for comment the view that we are giving to you, and
Uh-huh.
thank you so much for giving the tips and how to speaking in MUET test.
Amira,
And
please create the group, because maybe some students they need some
yeah,
ideas.
that's
You
such a
please
great
group.
idea.
Okay. Right.
Okay, we'll
Thank you.
be
Thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you so much for inviting me since 2020. I'm giving most of the students after their exam they will message me after their exam, and also once they have received their result they will message me. Everybody will be getting the excellent result, and also you have your lecturers. Excellent lecturers are there in matriculation Kolapila, right?
yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Okay.
Okay,
We
all the
are
best.
also glad having you here for today. Even you have your son busy with his
That's
family. We appreciate your time spending with us. So thank you very much, Madam Sabina.
okay.
Okay, this brings us to the end of our 2 days of webinar, Outshine in English. And we hope you all gain valuable knowledge and techniques to excel in the MUET exam. So let's us all aim for outstanding results in MUET. So thank you all for joining us. All the best, guys, and goodbye. And also,
All the best.
for those for the matriculation student, don't forget that tomorrow we have essay competition. So all of you guys can join us tomorrow at 5:30 until 6:30 p.m. So thank you guys for
Welcome.
joining us. We all appreciate your time having us for today. So thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, and thank you very much, Madam. Really,
Okay, so Eugen is here. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, see you all again. Please create the group. I will share my knowledge.
Okay, sure, Madam. Later we'll send you the group link.
Okay. You. What is that? Anybody snap some? Hi, another girl, new girl. Oh. Okay. He's look like my brother. Okay, he did his matriculation in Johor matriculation. Now he just went for his work last week. After 1 year matriculation in Johor Bahru, he went to UTEM. He did his engineering, mechanical engineering.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so
You
you
shared.
guys, yeah. Want to say something?
I said like that's Eugene ambition.
Yeah,
Your
my
brother to
ambition.
continue engineering.
Oh, okay. So all the best. Okay, see you all in the Telegram.
Sure. Hoping to
Okay,
see you soon.
bye. Yeah, can.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for your sharing.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Okay, bye.